Looking to improve your offense? Look no further than MaddenTurf.com. My full Raiders offensive guide is now available with every setup that I run from 4 of the most dominant offensive formations in the game with in-depth video breakdowns for every play. Link will be down in the description. Make sure to use code ELITE for 10% off. YouTube, what is going on, guys? No, it's not your Madden Average. Boy, Madden Elite back with another video today. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. As always, today, guys, we got playbook number 13 in my 32 NFL team playbook series, where I'm taking every one of the 32 NFL team playbooks, trying to find the most unique mini scheme in that playbook, taking it into my head-to-head and trying to win a game with it. Today, guys, we got the Houston Texans playbook. We're going to be working out of the Y trio offset weak. It's a pretty decent formation. It doesn't look too crazy, but I mean, it's the most unique formation in this playbook. There's not really anything else that was like specifically unique that's only in this playbook. There are a couple plays in this formation that are only in this playbook. For example, over here on the left, you guys cannot see. Let me go ahead and move my face cam real quick. This motion Z spot over here with the corner out on the left, this is the only playbook that it's in. And I think there's like one more play, this shot streak over here on the right side. Looks like a weird play. Looks like a play that I probably wouldn't ever run, but there's actually a cool little setup that I got for it, so we might use it in the mini scheme. But yeah, it's not a crazy formation, but it's pretty solid. I will say this formation is really good against cover 2 or anybody that tries to cover 2 the trip side. So let's get right into it. Let me go ahead and move my face cam again. For the audibles, we are going to have post wheel drag as audible number 1, slot fade as audible number 2, motion Z spot as audible number 3, and slot 2 buck as audible number 4. So first play we are going to go over is post wheel drag. It kind of sucks that this post does not beat cover 3 or cover 4 if the trips is on the wide side. If the trips is on the short side, it's kind of a tell. For this particular formation, I am going to be running trips on the wide side every single time, just like most people should. I mean, trips is always the best, ran on the wide side. But right here, we're going to set this up, and you guys will see that this is going to be cover. What am I going to do? Kind of forgot how I set it up. We're gonna streak this guy. We're gonna block the tight end. Oh, we're gonna put B on a comeback. There we go. So this is how you set it up against cover 3, and this also bombs cover 4 and cover 2 as well. But like I said, you're having the trips on the short side, so it's kind of a tell that you're gonna run this bomb. I didn't really have any other setups with trips on the short side. There might be one other setup actually from one other play, but you guys can see that beats cover 3 pretty well, and it's going to beat cover 4 pretty well as well. You guys know the bomb works on the short side, so if you guys want to run the bomb with the motion by B, let me go ahead and set it up again just so you guys can see what it looked like. Okay, I think I motioned the wrong guy. Actually, we are going to motion RB over, and actually it doesn't matter who you motion over as long as you have slot apprentice or hot route master, because you could actually motion this guy over and just put RB on a corner route. Earlier we motioned RB over and we had B on a comeback route. You can't put B on a corner route, so we just had it set up like this. If you want to send out 5 routes, you can, but you definitely want more time, so I like to block the tight end, and you're gonna be able to run it like this. The corner route is gonna pull the third, and you're gonna be able to throw. You guys, all the post was wide open, of course. We just get instant shedded right there, but you guys can see the bomb works right there. The main setup we're going to have with trips on the wide side is going to be this right here. We are going to block the tight end. We're going to put RB on a streak. B is going to be on a slant, and this is actually going to be up to you guys whether you want to block the tight end or the running back. We are gonna be blocking one of them just to have a little bit more time. You don't have to. You could put the tight end right here on like a flat or something going to the right. But in this case, we're going to block the tight end. We have the running back on an out route. Those out routes are amazing by the running back. Now, if you do want to block the running back for whatever reason, we can come over here and just put the tight end on the drag. We're going to have a high-low read with the post, with the slant and the drag going from right to left. And we are going to have this post over here in the middle of the field that you are able to low ball right there. Now, if we want to add a little bit of motion, we can motion this guy over, put RB on a streak. And usually RB, if we don't do the motion, gets bumped by the purple right there by the slot. I think that's Tyrann Mathieu right there lined up in the slot as a safety. But If you do it like this, he won't, that safety will not bump RB. So we'll go ahead and block the running back, and we just got double drags. Decent route combo right here. Another thing you can do with that motion is put B on a flat and just keep the drag right there by the tight end, just to pull any hard. If your opponent is running hard flats and users the post, you're able to throw A. You got to throw it kind of quick before it gets to that hard flat, but we have B to pull over that hard flat to the left. So A is kind of like a quick read. The other thing you can do is just put A on a post like this. This is also really good. Force your opponent to pick one of those in the middle of the field. Or you can have these double drags over here. That's also very effective. This is what we're gonna run right here, and you're gonna be able to see RB does not get bumped by the purple, and it pulls that safety a little bit further, especially the middle third. And you're able to throw that with a little bit more room in the middle of the field. Now guys, the next play is going to be our main play against cover 2. We can run the post wheel drag that we just looked at against cover 2, but this play right here, slot fade, it is one of the plays in our audible. It is our second audible actually. This play right here is amazing against cover 2. What we're gonna do is we can keep B on that route that he's in. We're gonna streak A, and I like to slant X over here, and we're either gonna put the running back on a out route, a flat, or block the running back, just depending on, if you need more time in the pocket. But we'll go ahead and hike it just like this. I haven't ran it like this very much, but you can see that hitch or whatever he's in over there is able to hold that cloud. Obviously, if your opponent has 30-yard clouds, you might have to wait a little bit longer to throw this, or you might not even be able to throw it at all if your opponent does have 30-yard clouds. We have other stuff for 30-yard clouds, but if your opponent's blitzing, we'll go ahead and put B on an out route this time. I feel like the out route pulls that cloud by the cornerback a little bit better. So you can see it pulls it out to the right a little bit, and you're able to swerve catch this. You're pretty much able to get a touchdown on this every single time if your opponent is in cover 2. Let me go and try it one more time, see if we can get a good swerve right here. Pass lead it to the outside. We get a crazy swerve right there actually. And that swerve was happening a lot when I was trying this and labbing it earlier. If you get that swerve, that's pretty much going to be a touchdown. Like the safety just does not have a good angle to run right there. We'll try to get that again 2 times in a row so you guys can see how consistent that is. Okay, that was a terrible swerve right there. I threw that a little bit late, but we're still able to get a touchdown right there. So that's our main cover 2 play. Definitely do not want to run this against cover 3 or cover 4 or man. This is strictly a cover 2 play. Or if you know that your opponent is running cover 2 on the right side of the field and cover 4 or cover 3 on the left side, if they're splitting their coverages like that, but there's a cover 2 shell on the trip side, this is going to be a perfect play to destroy that. All right guys, the next play is going to be motion Z spot. We'll go ahead and just call cover 3. This is going to be a decent play against pretty much anything, just because we're going to have a clear out all the way on the right on the outside receiver. We'll just go ahead and call cover 3 right here on defense. We're not going to keep that motion by B. The only thing I don't like about this play is the receiver lines up a little closer in. What I mean by that is if I audible out of this play, you can see the receivers spread out a little bit more. So I'm not a big fan of the receivers lining up a little closer like that, especially with the play being in our audibles, but this play is pretty good. We're going to streak B, and that's going to be all we're going to do for this setup. Of course, you can put the running back on an out route, put him on a flat, however, block the tight end if you need more time. If you really want to roll out to the right, rolling out in this play will be really good to be able to try to hit that corner route or the backside in route. So you could block the tight end, slide protect to the right. We're going to keep that tight end flat for now. You can throw it right away, right off the snap, and you get a pretty good rack animation on it, but we'll go ahead and hike it just like this. And RB, you could see, gets open. He gets bumped to the outside right there. Again, there's no zone drops here. If your opponent has zone drops at 30, this also might be able to play that. We'll go ahead and hike it just like this again. If your opponent has zone drops on 30, you might be able to throw this a little bit late and pass lead it upfield, but I don't think it's that deep of a corner route to be able to throw it against 30-yard flats, so probably not something I would run against 30-yard flats. The play I do like against 30-yard flats is this play right here, slot 2 buck, but we'll go ahead and hike it just like this once again, and you guys will be able to see that RB actually does get open against 30-yard flats. Yeah, the 30-yard flat is definitely not playing that. So there's our play right there against 30-yard flats. You can also go ahead and motion B over, put A on a flat and just run it like this. So it's kind of like a mesh post setup from Bunch, just with a deeper post. And right there we get absolutely shedded because it is practice mode. Sheds are insane in practice mode, but you guys saw RB was wide open right there. That's it for the plays and the audibles. I'm gonna go over one setup with shot streak. There's not really too many setups I was able to come up with this play with the stock routes. I mean, I was kind of just finding myself making a whole brand new play with Hot Route Master. But what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna put X on a drag. We're gonna put B on. We're actually gonna keep B on that fade, and we can put Y on this out route if you really want to. You can put A on a flat if your opponent is putting everybody in coverage. But we'll just block the tight end right here, and pretty much what we're trying to do here, it's kind of like a gimmick play, I would say. Because really what we're trying to do here is try to make your opponent's user think that RB is running a corner route. Of course, if RB is manned up, this route right here by RB is going to be able to beat man. So we'll go ahead and hike it right here. And you see, it looks like he's running a corner route, but he ends up running a post. So that's really what we're trying to do right there. Try to get your opponent's user to run all the way to the right and kind of fake them out. Really not a play we would run a whole lot, maybe like 1-2 times a game. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the mini scheme. All of the other plays are really not needed. Verticals, this formation does have verticals, but again, verticals is not that great given the other plays that we do have. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this mini scheme. If you guys want to run something different, if you guys are into trips and spread out sets, definitely give this formation a shot. Gameplay for this will be up pretty soon on the channel, so stay tuned for that. If you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so you guys don't miss when I upload a new YouTube video. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. As always, stay safe. Peace.